My name is Sam Tenney. I know Alex Racey through our kids' school. So at my daughter's graduation from high school, he told me about what he does for human performance coaching. And I had hired a couple of coaches, but I really wanted someone to help me personally to get better. I hired him about 15 months ago, and he's helped me lose about 40 pounds. He works on your eating, movement, sleeping, and your mindset. And he's a fantastic coach. Alex, for everything that he's done in his life, is very humble, and he's gentle for being a really strong person. He can motivate in a very matter-of-fact way and not judging you, but just uplifting you and helping you get to where you want to be and helping you work on your mindset. Alex has grit. He came from a family that was involved in the military, and he has worked 25 years in the Army. He was in Special Forces. He was part of Delta Force. One of the things I've learned in the last 15 months is that you hear about Navy SEALs and how hard Navy SEAL training is and how unique it is. Those people that are in Delta Force do not leave Delta Force to join the Navy SEALs, but you will find Navy SEALs that leave the Navy SEALs to join Delta Force. The way I describe them, if you've read the book by David Goggins, Can't Hurt Me or whatever it is, he has a lot of the same qualities as David Goggins without the anger. He seems like kind of an angry person. His last couple of years in Delta Force, he had a special assignment to help military personnel with their mindset and their recovery and how do they perform well after the military or while they're in the military. About a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, he was invited and asked to be part of the 7X project. The 7X project was a fundraiser and a human performance evaluation and testing kind of incubator. This was a program where they trained for at least a year before this to run 7 marathons in 7 days on 7 different continents. They did this 7 months ago in February of this year. Alex was one of their main participants, and the whole point was to raise awareness for veterans and military personnel, suicide prevention. Just to tell you the resiliency of Alex, their very first marathon was supposed to be in Antarctica. They actually weren't able to do it there. So they did 2 marathons in 2 consecutive days in South Africa. But one of the funnier things is that in the logistics, somebody didn't figure out what they need to do to document COVID when they went to Colombia. So they are in Colombia, and Alex and one other gentleman were not allowed to leave the airport. So what did they do? They bought 2 treadmills. Alex and this other man were sequestered in one room at the airport, and he did his 26.2 miles on a treadmill. So they completed 7 marathons in 7 days on 6 continents. Yeah, he's 52 years old, and if you see him, his arms, he has no body fat. I mean, the veins are popping out of his arms because he has no body fat. Alex and the Special Forces spent, I think, 14 different missions in Iraq and Afghanistan. He had to do the hard jobs, and he is a hero for having the courage to do what he did. He's a hero for serving his community after he left the military, and he lives here in Douglas County, and he's a stud. And we're all lucky to have him, and I hope you all see what I see in him.